friends, Sharon for Mad Paper Crush here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of my assemblage videos for 2022. So if you weren't here for the first one, this is a video series and I just do 1 and 2, that kind of rounds up my favorite projects for the year. Shows you some of the projects that I got great feedback from you all from. And also I hope to be able to inspire you to make something. So if you didn't see some of these projects throughout the year and they look like fun to you, I hope that you will go back and check them out and give them a try and make something with me. So here we go for part 2. Oh, and before we look at the projects, I forgot to mention that all of the projects will be linked below, the original videos that I had done with instructions, with tutorials and things like that. So if you're looking for those, you can head down to the description to go check them out. Okay, the first project in part 2 that I wanted to talk about are these little ephemera holders that I made, and they are so much fun. I printed some digitals to kind of make the base, and I just printed them on cardstock, but you can see I used my All the Marbles digital kit for the back parts of these. And then on the inside, because I did print them double-sided, I used my Brimfield kit for the inside. So it has a fun ledger printed on the inside. And then I did some sewing to make a flap and a pocket down here. But I love this little ribbon that kind of goes and holds everything together. And you can see I just added some ephemera. So this is very quick and easy. This makes a great snail mail package. You know, if you want to send happy mail to someone, this is a perfect way to put it together to do that. So I've just added some fun ephemera in here, dictionary pages, book pages, old charts from an electric company, some great pictures in a yearbook, a college yearbook, I believe, some advertisements, some recipes, and some vintage postcards from Italy. So this is a real fun and real quick project to make. If you're looking for something to take to maybe a New Year's party or to give as a hostess gift, this would be a lot of fun to do if you have a friend that does junk journaling. If not, you could put something else in here. You could put actual recipes in here. This would be a great holder for some handwritten recipes to take to a friend or something like that. So these were a lot of fun to do and real easy if you have some digitals to print out, or even if you already have some double-sided cardstock paper, some patterned paper, you could whip these up real fast. All right, the second project that I wanted to talk about is this little tag right here. And while it doesn't look like much, I love making things with hidden pockets. I will admit I have a thing for hidden pockets. So this looks, you know, just like your everyday tag that you could use there, but upon a closer inspection, you can see that there's a little pocket here and that this actually opens up, and it's actually a tri-fold tag. So there's a little pocket right here to put some goodies, and then there's even another little pocket right here that you could put something in here, and this is also the closure for the entire thing. So this was just 3 tags that I made together, and then we put them all together to create, it looks like one tag, but when you open it up, it's a lot of fun. It's a tri-fold tag with some hidden pockets in there. All right, next project that I wanted to talk about is this little file folder folio that I made. File folder folio. Can you say that 3 times fast? That wasn't too bad, I don't think. But I made it from a manila folder as a base, but then I also used these digitals that I had created for my friend Tanya. She asked me to put together a kit that had these little flower children on them. I called it Enchanted. So they're not really, these little girls aren't, and I think there's some little boys in there too, but they're not fairies. They don't have any wings or anything. But she asked me to alter them a little bit to represent people of color. And so I did that for her and put together this little mixed media digital kit. I love the way it turned out, and I thought it would be fun to make a little folio from it. So I did. So this is the folio. And I'm just going to go through it a little bit here. So there's a pocket over here, and you can see I tried to use, there were so many illustrations of these little flower children, and I just love them all. So I wanted to put as many of them in here as I could. And I have like a little tag here and some circle spots there, but this is a little note card with a pocket over here. And then this is part of the kit. There's this envelope you can create. And there's a little card that fits right into there. But you can see the flower children had the names of what their flowers were underneath them. So you'll see that sort of scattered throughout the kit as well. So this I thought was fun to put together. So that's a little envelope there. Let me go ahead and open this up. So there's another little note card here in this tuck spot. And then I did put a little journal in here because there were some journal pages in the digital kit that I added to the kit. So you can see some of those in here. Some of this is avocado dyed paper because I thought that matched well with the kit. But then there's also lots of different colors, like pastel colors. And I wanted it to kind of look a little bit painted, or I don't know, mixed media-ish, I guess I should say. So that's sort of the feel you get from this kit that I have. So this is a little cornflower there. And then in the back here, my tag wasn't in its pocket, but there's a tag, a nice big tag here, and then a pocket in the back here. So just a cute little folio using all these parts from a digital kit. And I love the way this one turned out as well. A manila folder is a wonderful base to make little folios from. All right, next project is a cabinet card. And this is actually a cabinet card with a twist. And if you know me, which I had already said before, it has a hidden pocket, of course. So I made a little tag that can go, and it's like a little journal spot here with a tab on it so that you kind of know that it's there. You could certainly not put that tab on it if you really wanted to hide it in there, but I like to kind of have a clue of what's happening with my hidden pockets and things. So I added some little lace on it, and these are actually individual images. So it's not a real cabinet card. I did use these as digital images and then put them together to make this pocket. So this is another one that's quick and easy that I think would look great inside of a journal, you know, paper clipped in, or, you know, with a bulldog clip or something like that. I think these would be great to put into something like that as well. And also, I do have a freebie for this. If you head over to my website, madpapercrush.com/freebies, there's actually some a front side of a cabinet card and a back side of a cabinet card as a freebie over there. One of it's not the same as these. It's a little bit different than these, but it's a front and a back that you could use to make your own one like this. And if you wanted to sign up for my newsletter, you can also do that over there. I try to send those out to give you heads up when I have sales, or to let you know what new videos or tutorials might be out. And that's madpapercrush.com/freebies. I'll also link that down below and maybe up here in the corner as well. So make yourself a cabinet card with a hidden pocket. I think that would be a lot of fun too. All right, next up is a Christmas journal that I had made using envelopes. So I called this one kind of like a folio because there's lots of flips and things in it. But this one started out with 3 envelopes, and then we used digitals to cover it, and it really has a lot of stuff in it. So if you love building things, this is a great folio to do some building. So I'll just flip through it here. I used my vintage Christmas kit called Holly and Ivy to make this, to do all the covering and things like that. But let me just show you some of the features. So when you open up this side, this has like a big gusseted pocket right here that you can put stuff in. I just have a tag in here right now. And then there's these little pockets on the outside here for these little note cards or tags or whatever you want to call these here. But these are a lot of fun. I think right here, you know, on top of this nice big pocket. And then on this side, I made like a waterfall feature here. I don't know what else to call it. I've seen it done as that's called a waterfall, because the tabs, you know, kind of waterfall down. But underneath each one, when you fold it up, you could have a little journaling spot underneath each one of those. So I thought those were a lot of fun there. And then when you open this part up, there are two little, they look like envelopes here, but they actually open up to be just a little journaling spot in there, which I love, to be able to, you know, if you're creating Christmas lists and you want to kind of hide things, you can put them right in here and close them up and no one will be the wiser. And then on this side, there's another envelope with another tag. So, and this is also another nice big gusseted pocket there that you could put more than just a tag in there. I thought this would be fun to maybe put receipts in or things like that for all your Christmas shopping, so that if you had to make any returns, you'd be able to have them all together in one place. And then I also included a journal in this one. So there's some digital pages that I have in here, as well as some old book pages, some music pages, coffee dyed paper, all that good stuff in here. So it's just a little journal. I didn't want to go overboard with it because you know, probably this would be used just maybe for the month of December, where you would put your list, you know, put down your menus for your parties and different things like that. So I thought it would be a fun place to have that. You could certainly leave this out and then just have these nice big pockets on the side if you wanted to just use it for your shopping and your lists and things like that. And then in the back here, this is the third envelope. So this is the first envelope. This is the second envelope. And the third envelope in the back here also has a pocket with a tag in it. But this one's not a gusseted pocket. So it's more of a, you know, lay flat pocket. So not as much is going to fit in here, but you could certainly still, you know, obviously get a tag in here to put some lists on and things like that. So this is my envelope, my Christmas folio made from envelopes, and I really love the way this one turned out. And I love that it's kind of a, you know, tall, skinny journal as well. All right, usually in these videos, I try to do about 5 projects because I like to keep these videos kind of short, because I know it's over vacation probably for a lot of you, and you might not have a lot of time to look around. And besides, I want it to be just kind of a little bit of inspiration for you. So a roundup of some projects and different things like that. So I've done 5 projects so far, but I wanted to bring this one out as kind of a bonus project because I loved making this and it was so useful to me all year. So this is my ring-bound bullet journal that I created using some book boards, and I used old book pages to cover it. And excuse me, I set it up like a bullet journal. There's a pocket in the front here. And I mean, I really, you know, I started in February, it looks like, for this one. And I've, you know, I went all the way through December for this. So there's so many different pages of things. I will link to the video where I go through the tutorial on how I made this journal. And then I'll also link to the playlist where I did some bullet journal setup in this kind of junk journal style. So a lot of the things that I had done throughout here, I tried to, you know, do in the junk journal style with different things like this. I don't want to, I mean, all of this is all my, you know, real life planning and different things that I've done throughout the year. But I've really loved this journal. It's been so inspirational to me, and I hope that you like it too. So I will link to the tutorial and then to the bullet journal, junk journal style playlists that I have where I do some planning, some plan with me things in there too. So check this one out, especially if you have a cinch machine or like to make ring bound journals. That's what I do in this video. Okay, I couldn't help. I wanted to do one more bonus one because as I was looking through my projects, I had just very recently done this project, which is little Christmas notebooks. And I used napkins, like Christmas napkins, to kind of do the base for these, the cover for these, and some old fabric, just some scraps of fabric that I had used. And I really love the way that they turned out because I think these make perfect little hostess gifts, or, you know, if you just want to have something for someone, these little notebooks are kind of a perfect thing to give out. So we added some beads to this one, but you certainly don't have to do that. I have friends who aren't junk journalers, and so they wouldn't get it if I created these little notebooks kind of in the junk journal style. So you can see that I made these just very plain. So I did use some scrap paper, but there's lots of lines on there. You could just write on there. So I still think these would be perfect gifts to give to your non-junk journal friends so that they could, you know, tuck one in their pocket or just have a little pocket journal to jot things down in and things like that. So I will link to this one down below as well, but I had to throw this one in there because I did have so much fun doing this one, and I think these make great gifts. All right, friends, there you have it. Assemblage number 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you were inspired to make something. If you have some time over this break, if you are on a break, I hope that you're inspired to go make a project. Maybe make a gift for someone or make something that you can send some happy mail to someone in. So I hope you enjoyed this video, friends. I know I have enjoyed making these projects for you throughout the year. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my channel. If you're not subscribed or if you've just found me, I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel and see some of the new projects I have coming out soon. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Take care and a happy new year to you. Bye-bye.